Okay, heading into the final stretch, although my throat's really killing me, so I've been having some yogurt. The Jogo Bella is the best. Strawberry. Anyway, sorry. Alrighty. Koryo. I don't remember the name. What was the name of the previous game these guys did? Rio, R-Y-O, I think. That was actually a pretty neat game, as far as a card battle game could go. So we liked it. We thought it was very clever, the grid of monsters and all that. But it just wasn't, ultimately just didn't resonate because we aren't looking for card battle games. However, this one is a simultaneous action selection politician game. Where everybody, everybody has a value 1 to 9. We play cards at the same time. And this one sounds very, very interesting to me because really, really love, it's one of our favorite things, and really don't see it as much in games as you would think, the whole, issuing your orders at the same time and then seeing what everybody did and then, dealing with the aftermath. And I don't particularly care about a steampunk universe. Could be cool. I would definitely like to know more. And according to, final prototype will be there for demoing. Yes, so that's well worth looking into. All right, Era of the Ninja. Yeah. Okay, a cooperative ninja game. Why hasn't this already been done? Of course. I mean, does anybody remember, what was it? Tenchu, I think. For the original PlayStation, Tenchu and Tenchu 2. I think it came out for PlayStation 2 as well, but I only ever played the original PlayStation ones. Those games were awesome. Absolutely loved those games. And so I can definitely see getting into this. It's such a perfect ethos, the ninja lifestyle for a board game, with like samurai patrolling on preset paths and trying to sneak around, and because it's cooperative, trying to coordinate your strikes so nobody, the alarm doesn't get set off. This should be awesome. I'm very excited about this, knowing nothing other than it's a cooperative ninja game. That's all I need to know. This should be an excellent game. It is Eric Ebb's game to screw up because just on the surface it should be great. And not for sale, still in production. There will be a few demos. Definitely. Oh, I think I would definitely try to find out more about this because this seems like a really rock solid idea. I bet you Jen would like it too. I can imagine she would also enjoy sneaking around in the darkness and staying away from those stupid samurai and all that. Oh, and dropping the poison rice. Tenchu was awesome. Alrighty. Mars Needs Mechanics. Yeah, this is another commodities market, buy low, sell high kind of thing. Generally, enjoy those quite a bit. We've often found they do work surprisingly well two-player, although actually not always. Oh, Furstenfeld didn't work very well, did it? No. All right, but this looks like it has a very fun, like loosely pasted on theme, and yeah, it could be good. Don't really know. Thought about backing it because I think it was on Kickstarter, wasn't it? Yeah, I seem to recall, but just never really quite pulled the trigger on it. But I remember at the time thinking it looked really cool. I really liked the graphic design of it too. The very industrial feel, and I think that weren't the pieces like actual like steel bolts and stuff like that. But still, it seems very, very neat. And commodity speculation always has a chance to be very, very interesting to us. Pathfinder. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be another one of those ones that is almost guaranteed to sell out before the show is over. I mean, it will. I mean, if you want to get it soon because they will be gone. Almost guaranteed. Throat sore. Cooperative deck building game. There was a demo of it that Rodney of the Watch It Played podcast put on, and I did watch it played. And I have to admit, it left me a little bit nervous because I was very excited about this, but then when I saw the video, I was like, no, yeah, that's all right. I don't know why. I couldn't point to anything wrong. It seemed like they were interesting enough decisions, but it just didn't really grab me. And I don't know if maybe, actually, no, that's not true. The designers who were demoing it, the two guys, I mean, they were very charismatic and they were very passionate and excited about it. So I really think I want to know more about this game. Particularly since it's a fairly expensive game for a card game, $60, and plus with additional promos, or I'm sorry, not promos, expansions that'll be available too. I really want to like this game. I really like the idea of it. That truly captures a full pen and paper RPG experience as a deck builder. I mean, that sounds awesome. I mean, if they pull it off, that's great. But I'm just not sure if they will. I am excited about it, though. Wish I could be there. Would love to give it a try. Would probably err to the side of caution and buy it without the demo just to ensure I don't miss my chance. particularly because I bet it'll go really quick, and if you don't like it, you'll be able to sell it back for probably 20% markup anyway. I'd bet. I think there's going to be a lot of enthusiasm and excitement for this, and there won't be enough to go around. But who knows? We'll see. Alrighty. Castaways. Yeah. The Robinson Crusoe game, got it last year at Essen. I know it hasn't come out in the States yet, but, we played it quite a while ago. Thought it was very neat. Really loved the theme. Loved so much about it. But at the end of the day, it kind of suffered from the same thing Arkham Horror does. I mean, to a much less than Arkham Horror. But the whole, hey, I've made all our plans. This is what we're doing. We figured it all out. We're working cooperatively. We think it's going to work. And now let's just flip a card and see if it worked or not. And it's like, you can't really plan for that kind of stuff. And while it's great thematically, it's great in terms of dramatic narrative. I'd rather that dramatic narrative come out of what we do and how we interact with the mechanisms of the game with each other, as opposed to a bunch of pre-scripted cards. So anyway, but regardless, it was still a pretty cool game. I'm sure people are going to gobble it up and ask for more, because it was still a very solid game, very nice game, just not the kind of game for us. But anyway, Castaways looks like it might be, because again, it's that same storytelling-focused Castaway deserted island game, but I think it's a little bit more about mechanics, a little bit less about story cards. But who knows? We'll see. And actually, one of the things I'm very excited about is that it's a semi-co-op. Everybody's working together. You have to work together to survive, but there will be one winner. It used to be I wasn't too excited about that kind of thing, but after we played CO2, I'm very excited about finding another really good semi-co-op game, because CO2 is perfect. It is so good. That we are competing, energy conglomerate corporations, but if we don't work together at some points in the game, the whole world will burn, due to global warming. I mean, we absolutely love that game, with all the tense decision making, and then when our eyes open up, my God, we will lose this turn, we will all die. What are we going to do? And I go, okay, well, I can do this, but my thing is going to cost me a lot more. You got to do something more than that. That's just great. Archipelago had it too, but we just didn't think Archipelago really scaled that well with 2 players. And maybe it had too much. CO2 had just the right amount. For the most part, it's a straightforward, competitive economic simulation. But then there's a few times in the game where we have to work together. That was perfect. Mwah. Whereas Archipelago was, hey, 4 times every turn, you have to work together. And you have to negotiate. And it just works out. But anyway, look forward to seeing how these guys do semi-co-op, because we really like the idea of it. Okay, Plaid Hat. Bioshock. Loved the first video game, haven't played the second, don't care about this game at all. Look, it's fighting miniatures in an area control game. The 1, 2, 3 of no thanks. I'm sure it's great though, I'm sure it's very pretty, I'm sure it's brilliantly thematically tied in the game, that's what I've heard. Just not for us. Mice and Mystics expansion. We have yet to play that, and I really should get this, but haven't been able to find a copy, and I have to admit, I've really been kind of hesitant to, because the game looks so simplistic. It looks so much like Flash, or style over substance. It's just that, I'm sure it has great storytelling, but then you just walk around from room to room and just kill everything. It's like, Gauntlet meets Gone with the Wind. I don't know. But I really should play it, because so many people love it so much. But I don't have kids. It seems like a lot of people love it to play with their kids. I don't know. But now expansions are coming out. I gotta try it. Well, we'll see. If I were there, I'd certainly try it, but that is not to be. Summoner Wars. Very neat game. And again, if it were the 90s, I would drop Magic the Gathering in a New York minute. Is that fast? Or whatever. Very, very quickly to play this instead, because this is a very good, solid, dueling mages with his minions game. But we are not particularly interested in being dueling mages with our minions anymore. We kind of, about 10 years ago, we lost interest in that. And our interest has not come back. Shinobi Clans. 3 to 5, don't care. Oops, did I skip one? Nope. Hordes High Command, a deck-building war game. Don't care. Level 7. It is a cooperative game. I think, isn't this the one that's kind of like the movie The Cube, where you're just trying to escape from this weird place? But you know what? It's a horror game. Jen doesn't care for horror at all. That's why I haven't really paid much attention to this, because I know she won't care for the theme. She does not like horror at all. So, but it might be good. I don't know. $90. Wow. It better be good. Okay. Oh, hey, look, another deck-building war game. Alrighty. Ooh, Canterbury. Andrew Parks. I I think he's a really big deal up and coming designer. I mean, Canterbury, I played a print and play and I made a run through of it a while ago, so you can look at it and look for yourself. It's a very good game. It's a very smart game. Really looking forward to the final shipping product. I mean, a game that has absolutely zero luck and zero variation in setup, and yet I still enjoy it. That's saying something. That's hard to pull off, and Canterbury does. So I'm really stoked about that. And pretty much anything Andrew Parks puts his mind to, because I think like I said, I think he's the heck, maybe in 5 years he'll be the American Steffenfeld. Alrighty, Dwarven Miner. Oops. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, we just got to Rather Dashing, and we're so close. Oh, it's not too long now, but come on back if you're still interested in 5, 4. Oh, you got the button. 3, 2, 1. Yogurt.